How is everybody doing? I don't know what I'm live on, so I'm gonna quickly do a check. So if you hear any reverb, I apologize, but thanks and welcome to the page, as always. Does look like Twitch says that I am on. Checking out the YouTube now. Definitely gonna have to check out that Justice League kills the, or Suicide Squad kills the Justice League trailer at some point today. Alright, YouTube says I'm live, which means I also assume that I am live on the Facebook. Well, actually, my restream chat says that there is an error on Facebook. Facebook event not live. I don't know what's going on there. So you know what? We will check that too really quick just to be certain. I apologize, everybody. I'm not trying to be difficult here. I actually don't have a lot of time to draw, so I figured I would come on, do a quick drawing, and kind of go from there. So hopefully we can figure out what's going on with the Facebook side of stuff, because I know that's where everybody likes to watch me. And okay, so Facebook says I'm live as well, so maybe it's just chatting that is not working through Facebook. So how about we go, just click on that and see if we can go into the comments. Drawing and kind of go from there. So hopefully we can figure out what's going on with the Facebook side of stuff, because I know that's where everybody likes to watch me. And okay, so Facebook says I'm live as well, so maybe it's just chatting that is not working through Facebook. So yeah, okay, so the comments on Facebook. So how about we go, just click on that and see if we can go into the comments. Drawing and kind of go from there. So hopefully we can figure out what's going on with the Facebook side of stuff, because I know that's where everybody likes to watch me. And okay, so Facebook says I'm live as well, so maybe it's just chatting that is not working through Facebook. Yeah, okay, so the comments on Facebook. How about we go, just click on that and see if we can go into the comments. Drawing and kind of go from there. So hopefully. And I was thinking I'd actually do the two cards together. Alright, I think I got this now where I can actually see just about everything. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start. Now please remember, these are two characters that I've never tried to draw before, so and again, if you're watching at home, don't be afraid to say hello. But again, I decided I'd try something a little different today and do a double card. So you'll see a little bit of the one card showing up on the other as well. And there's always rumor that they're going to bring these two back as well, so don't be surprised if you end up hearing about that in the near future. Alright, so I think we got our base for the characters down, as I like to do in the blue. And now from there, let me grab one of my Stadler pens. We're going to go with a 0.3 today. Kind of keep the lines a little thin. Again, if you're out there and you're watching, don't be afraid to comment. If you're on Facebook watching me, I unfortunately can't see the comments till after the fact, so you'll have to forgive me there. But if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or What's going on, Corey? I don't know. Can you hear me? So how's everything been, Corey? What have you been up to? How's work going? Luna Grace Pushan. That sounds awesome, man. How's Rebecca doing? Baby girl. Whew. Well, you said you wanted a girl, right? So that's great news, man. I'm so happy for you guys. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. For those that don't know, Corey was my assistant manager at a retail job, and now works with his church. So, doing the good work. And then, of course, him and his lovely wife Rebecca are now parents of two great kids. One I like to call Cobra Kai, and now Luna Grace. My family's good, Corey. My sister's spending a lot of time in her place in South Carolina. My parents are doing about as well as they normally do. So I mean, things are going pretty well. My nieces and nephews all seem to be starting school, so that's a little bit of a trying time and trying moment, but you know, they're getting through it and they're doing what they need to. Apologize for this one going out of focus from time to time. For whatever reason, it likes to do that, even though it is the better camera of the two. Eric and I are still trying to get the junior high horrors coloring book funded, so anybody that wants to help out with that is more than welcome to help us out there. Not really sure how his feet go. We're just gonna fake it. Same with Ren's. He just got his weird knees. But I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll back out a little bit the camera for everybody, so we can see the piece of artwork. How do you help with the Indiegogo? That's a great question, Corey. If you go to Indiegogo.com, you do a search for junior high horrors, like it says on the top of the art screen here, and there's different perks that you can pick out. You can go ahead and pick one and apply some funding to it. And basically, as soon as we get fully funded, we actually get the books made. We're making a coloring book. And then after the coloring book gets made, we ship them out, and you get whatever perks you wanted. There's also a donate button if anybody just wants to make a donation, or anybody that's had any issues with trying to get one of the perks for whatever reason. There's been some weirdness with it going on. So anybody that's been having any weirdness trying to get the perks to work, they can actually go ahead and donate to it, and then if they email me directly, we will get them whatever perks that they wanted from it. So got some cool stuff. Got 4 different versions of the coloring book, 2 with black and white covers, 2 with color covers, one by me, one by the actual artist of the book, Eric Kent. But then there's other stuff like prints. There's we're trying to do an enamel pin. We might have to cancel the enamel pin if we can't get all the funding for it. But one of the cool functions that we added that I really like is we put one in there that if for whatever reason you don't want the coloring books yourself, because we got a lot of adults actually purchasing and helping us with it. But if you don't want any of the coloring books yourself, you can actually donate them directly to your favorite children's hospital, and we will get them sent to the children's hospital for you. So that's one of the things that I've had a lot of people asking about, and we've been doing quite a bit of. So I've been pretty happy with the way that's been going. It says we got about 3 days left. I think we're going to extend for another 30 days to try to get more funding for the project. So yeah, there's quite a bit going on there with that. So what's Cobra Kai think of his new sister? I bet he's loving being a big brother. As everybody out there knows, I'm not very good at coloring inside the lines, so we'll just try to use these thinner markers to keep me close. So Corey, we stream our show probably by the time you've gone to bed. Especially right now with the newborn. Well, you're probably not getting a lot of sleep, but we stream Monday nights at 11:30 p.m. because it's right after the wrestling program goes off the air. So anybody that wants to check us out there as well, we're on Twitch, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. We definitely like the comments and being able to answer questions for people when they come up. But yeah, there's a pretty big wrestling weekend this weekend with SummerSlam and last night's NXT pay-per-view that they did, where professional punter Pat McAfee went up against former NXT champion Adam Cole, and actually was quite surprising in a good match. But yeah, we as far as I know, we have attempted to stream every week for like the last 9 weeks or so, and last week we actually did get together to do the stream, and for whatever reason it did not go live. So we apologize now for that, because I feel absolutely terrible that we put together an entire episode, and I feel like I'm going to have to retell one of the stories that I told, because it literally, Tino said it was probably the funniest story that I've ever told, and now I feel like because we had to or because it didn't film correctly and didn't go live, I feel like I owe it to everybody to retell that story and embarrass the heck out of myself. So this color isn't really good for this. Maybe this one? No, that's more of a yellow. I need like a beige. These Crayola markers don't have a good beige in them. Maybe this one. No, I think yeah, I guess that one's a little bit better. Pretty crazy to think that Ren was supposed to be a Chihuahua. Never really got that feeling if that's what he really was. I think he's just a random creature. Of course, then again, Stimpy was supposed to be a fat cat, and I guess he did kind of look like a fat cat. So hopefully by next week as well, I'm gonna have these new these new cards that I'll be using instead of the ones that you see here, which are just standard Bristol board cards. The new ones are supposed to give me like my own backs on the cards, which I'm pretty excited about. Oh, that's not the right color for that. Maybe this one for the nose. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I bet Corey, I bet Cobra Kai is loving the sister, but totally ready for some attention. So I know that that's the way it typically is when it comes to that stuff. So, but at some point, you know, Dad will want to take him out and play catch and do all that fun stuff with him. So I'm sure he'll, as The Rock used to say, know his role. And I'm sure he'll love showing her off and wanting to be the one that holds her and carries her around and all that fun stuff too. Need a little pink for the nose. Gonna need some yellow like a light yellow. Do I even have a light yellow? Ooh, that one is neon. That is not going to be what we want. Let's see. Do my new markers have a light yellow in there? I doubt it. This one. Nope, that is definitely not a light yellow either. So we're going to have to improvise like we do. Use a little beige instead. And then, of course, I'm going to fill in his mouth. And then a little bit of a light blue in the center of the nose. A little bit in the eyeballs as well. Throw some shade on the gloves and maybe even on his belly a little bit. And then we just need to figure out what color to make the background, and you know, I like to go crazy on this type of stuff, so I think we're gonna go bright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Corey, one of the things that he's watching me color. Is he liking it? Does he think it's cool? I'll post the end product on my Instagram, at least in the story later today. But one of the things that I've been telling people about the Indiegogo project is anybody looking for stuff for Halloween, like activity stuff for Halloween. So teachers, which I know Rebecca is probably on leave right now, but you know, if she's planning on going back or has any friends that need some activities for their kids, if they purchase one version of the digital book for $10, they can print out as many of the PDFs as they want or any of the pages of it that they want, so their students can color in their favorite quote-unquote horror characters without it being horror, because obviously you've seen junior high horrors, you know that it's all about the kids. So that's one of the things that I think is really cool about the project, is that if people need activity books for Halloween, the coloring and everything from that, or the coloring pages from the book, actually would make a really good activity thing for the week of Halloween, if schools are even in session. But I guess they could send them out in email to their students as well. I'm doing all right staying in the lines today, but the nice thing about these giant markers is that when you're afraid of it, you got these little tips that allow you to get in there and color in the areas that you're afraid to try to get close with the thick marker. One of the things that I joke around with when I'm doing this stuff, Corey, is if everybody else grabs their own paper, they can actually pretty much learn how to draw these characters themselves. Because, you know, I try to get the camera close enough to where you can really see what I'm doing right here. And that allows you to really be able to just learn how to do it yourself as well. So if Kai ever wants to learn how to draw any cartoon characters like Bugs Bunny or anything like that, anytime I go live, he can grab some paper, some crayons, or whatever you got lying handy, and learn how to draw some of these characters himself. You know, because lots of people have a lot more talent than I do doing this. I just think I try to make it as instructional as possible so that people can kind of get it themselves. And let me go ahead and back out the camera again. Put the whole drawing in there. And we're gonna have to try to see if I can find my white marker so that I can lighten up that brownish color, because I really don't like how that came out. It really kind of is noticeable on that artwork. Did I throw out my white pen? I might have. Yep, I guess I did, because I think it bled everywhere the last time I was doing this. So, but now we'll go ahead and sign the cards. That one's too thick, so we'll use Does everybody think? Did it come out okay? I think it came out pretty well. So another cool thing that I did is I went out, and I haven't fully set it up yet, but if you look in the area with me, I went out and I bought a new binder that I actually put all the different trading cards that I've drawn in it, so you can see all the Warner Brothers characters and everything in there. This way, if conventions ever start back up, anybody who wants any of these cards will be able to get one. You know, because I've even done some glow-in-the-dark cards and things like that, so I always think that's pretty cool. If anybody else has joined the show, don't be shy, say hi. That's what I always like to say while I'm out here doing this. And if you have any questions, by all means, don't hesitate to ask. You know what, we're gonna fill in Stimpy's eyes, because he normally just has straight black eyes. And he also has some hairs. more lines, just because I like thickening the lines and adding some tonal depth. So these will probably be available as a set. Normally it's about $20 for the 2 cards, so anybody interested in them, you can message me after this, and sure that we can set something up for it. But with that, everybody, I am gonna sign off today. I'll hold these up to this camera so you can get a good picture of them, and then I'll put them back here. But as always, thanks for watching. If you can, please do me a favor, go to my YouTube page, youtube.com/RobPotchak, and give it a nice little subscribe. If you're on Twitch, twitch.tv/RobPotsyPotchak. From there, go ahead and hit the follow button. I don't need you to subscribe to that. I don't want to charge you any money. But yes, please, if you can like, comment, share, do all that fun stuff. If you liked what you saw me drawing today, please go ahead and help out and get the word out there about these drawings. I think I just found my white pen. I did. So I will try to fix him real quick while I'm still on the air. This white pen does not like to work, and then it just splotches everywhere when it finally does. But maybe we can lighten this a little bit so it looks more like what Ren's supposed to look like. That looks much better. Not perfect, but you know, Bob Ross used to always say that you make happy accidents. So but at least now it looks more like the same color. So and again, folks, thanks for checking out this drawing. It is available. If you're interested, you can message me on Facebook Messenger. You can message me on Instagram Messenger if you want to, if you're interested in these 2 cards. But if you can, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff to the channels, be greatly appreciated. Again, I'll post a picture of these on my Instagram so that everybody can actually see what they look like in better definition than what this is doing right now. Trying to get it into focus for you. But I'm getting ready to have lunch with my family, so I hope everybody has a good Sunday. If you're watching wrestling tonight, you know, SummerSlam's on. It's going to be a fun show. Got it in the Thunderdome, which is going to be pretty cool to watch. But really appreciate everybody hanging out. Corey, congratulations again on the new baby, and having a great household, and